what time it is? Oh yeah, it's time to start reading pips, and today we're going to be going over a little bit of compound interest. So if you've seen my previous videos, I've done the breakdown what this looks like in the forex market, but I know there's a lot of people getting involved in HFX, getting involved in binary, so I thought I'd better do a different plan, do a different spreadsheet to break down what it looks like when you're trading binary. So compound interest, I always like to give short answers and long answers, so those are the short attention span. Y'all have to bear with me on this one. I'm a technical guy, I like detailed long answers, and that's the whole point of today's video, to show you how to actually apply this knowledge so you can actually start setting personal targets for yourself. So starting off with this spreadsheet, compound interest is merely just when you put a certain amount of money into the market, and then naturally whatever you put into the market you're going to get a percentage out, and you just keep growing your money. You don't have to keep reinvesting, you just grow the amount which you initially put in, and every time it's going to be growing and your balance is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So what this spreadsheet actually does is it calculates what 4% growth looks like every single day. So if every day that you're trading you're hitting that 4% target, this will be your account balance by the end of each day. So you'll notice that the starting balance in this one, we're just going to start off with £250 as your starting balance. You can use anything to start off with a binary account. Some people use 100, some people use 2, some people use 3, but we're just going to say 250 as a benchmark. And the growth is 4% growth per day. That is our daily target. So what that looks like is by day number 1, 4% of that is £260, and then by day number 13 that will be your account balance. And obviously you can pick whichever column you want to kind of set your targets, but let's do a 3-month basis in terms of 90 days. By growing your account by 4% every single day, by the end of day number 90 your account balance will be £8,350, which some people look at that and be like, oh, is that it after day 90? Some will look at it and be like, wow, like growing it to from £250 to £8,000 in a 90-day period just by being consistent, that's a lot of money. And that's why a lot of people are jumping over to the binary side of trading, because it's literally money in minutes, as the name implies. So if we project this a little bit longer, say another 90 days, so say if we do 180 days on this spreadsheet, you'll see that by half a year's time, 180 days, that now grows to 291,000. So that is a target which is plausible. And I'm going to break this down in a bit more detail to show you how it is that you would be looking to achieve that 4% growth per day. So this is where, if you're not good at maths, then that's fine. You can trust what I'm writing on the screen. If you are good at maths, you're more than welcome to follow along. So again, our goal is 4% growth every single day. That's our target, as we said earlier. Now, the way that you would be able to achieve that is by risking 3% per trade. So every single trade that you take, you're going to be risking 3% of your account balance. Now, I'm going to show you what this would look like on 80% payout. And then I'm also going to show you what this will look like on 70% payout. So if we're, hitting 80% payout, and that means for every single trade that we win, it's going to be 2.4% growth. If you're good at maths, you can figure that one out. If not, you can just trust my calculations. So scenario 1 is, your trading window starts and you have 2 wins per trade. So if 1 win is 2.4% growth, then 2 wins will be 4.8% growth. So just by winning 2 trades per day, you've hit your daily target of 4% growth per day. Now, scenario 2 might be that, you have 1 win and it's like, okay, cool, I'm in the winning, I'm in the blues. And then you have 1 loss. And then, that loss now means that you're slightly down. So then you have another win, and then you have a 3rd win. And if that was the case, then that would be 4.2% growth. Because, for the first win, 2.4, minus the loss that you have, which will be minus 3%, because you're risking 3% per trade. So if there's a loss, you're going to lose 3%. And then, you win the the next trade, the third trade, and the fourth trade. So by the time you add all of these up, that's 4.2% growth, and that once again is your daily target. So whether it's you have 2 consecutive wins and you hit your daily target, or whether you have 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 win, either way, in both scenarios, you would have hit that 4% growth in a day. That's how you can achieve that. So let's go on to scenario number 2, because the payout is going to be somewhere between 70 to 80%. Sometimes it can be a little bit higher than 80, but on average it's going to be 70 to 80. So let's work with, the masses. So let's start this formula again. So our goal, remember, is to hit 4% per day. That's our target. So if you're risking 3% and the payout is 70%, then that means 1 win will equal 2.1% growth. So let's do the maths behind this. If scenario number 1 is that your trading window starts, you have 2 wins, consecutive wins, that would be 4.2% growth, because 1 win is 2.1% growth, so 2 wins would be 4.2% growth. So once again, in scenario number 3, you would have hit your daily percentage target. So scenario number 2 on 70% payout is, you win the first trade, you lose the second trade, you win the third trade, and you win the fourth trade. And if this was scenario, then that's 2.1%, because that's your win, minus 3%, because that's your loss, plus 2.1% plus 2.1, which overall that would be 3.3%. So this one would be slightly under your daily target, but by the time you add this up, by the time you have your good days, 4.8% growth, and your average days, 4.2% growth, and once again another good day, you can see it will average out on the whole at 4% growth per day. So in terms of breaking that down in a bit more detail, 4% growth per day, you've seen what that will add up to. If we just go up here, in 3 months time, that would be 8,530, and in 6 months time, that would be £291,000 and 32 pence. And the way that you will achieve that is by either you have 2 wins in a day, or you have 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, and 1 win, which will give you that percentage growth. So I hope that helps in terms of how you can break this down systematically. It only really takes 2 wins a day, or 3 wins and 1 loss, and you'll be able to achieve that by risking 3% for every single trade that you take, and by being consistent, and by sticking to your trading plan, by sticking to the content which are being taught by the educators, and really just getting stuck in. So on that note, family, I'll see you all at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Have a brilliant day, have a brilliant week, have a brilliant year, and I look forward to seeing you in the very near future.